What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a Kendra G singles react. I'm going to offer my honest opinions and insight, and that's pretty much it. So let's get to it.
Jasmine, can
Yes,
you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes. Jasmine, where are you calling me from?
Why did she say it like
Oh, like
that?
where I'm at right now?
Yes.
I'm at work.
Okay, do you work at a beauty supply?
Girl, why you at work? You can't wait till you're off of work to call the show. I don't know why all these women come in calling the show when they're at work. I was supposed to be working.
No, an adult store.
A what store?
Adult store.
Oh, an adult store, like a sex store?
That's
So
usually what
what's the
that means,
opposite?
Kendra.
Because I thought that was like hair supplies and lashes.
Girl, no,
Are those dildos?
that yeah, some of them and some of this stuff is like the pills that the men take.
Okay, that's funny.
You
Kendra's
know,
reaction
like
is
the gas
funny.
station pills.
Squawking like a bird.
Yes, girl. Look, it's roses. You know.
Girl,
Hey,
I thought you were calling me from like the Sally's beauty supply store.
we know
Like this
that's
is
your second
Sally's beauty
home,
supply
Kendra,
store.
but no.
This is Adam and
I'm
Eve.
just
What
playing.
what kind of sex toys, child?
That's so funny. I don't know
Child.
why I didn't think you was gonna notice the background. You notice everything.
Well, I thought it was a beauty supply store. That's what it looked like from my perspective.
Yeah, this is my part time job.
Okay, well, let's start. Jasmine, what city you call me from or
Thanks,
state?
sweet.
I'm in Houston, Texas.
Houston, how old are you?
I'm 31.
31. What you do for a living?
So by day I work at I'm a ECG technician, which
A
means
what?
ECG technician.
ECG?
Yeah, so
It's
she
What is
works
like
in
the
that?
a
I don't
hospital
know.
same thing as EKG, where
That's
you
with
or
the
a
just
heart,
clinic,
yeah
right?
monitor the heartbeat. Yeah,
Okay.
medical field.
So you said it an ECG,
yeah,
and at nighttime you work at the sex toy.
yes.
So she has two
It's
jobs.
laid back. Mostly people come in, bottom pills or toys,
Would a
lingerie
man be
too.
coming in here to buy the pills?
All the time, especially on weekends. Saturday nights, they flying in
Kendra
here.
all
And
looking
it
around
made me
like,
think like, dang,
ooh.
have they been doing that and I ain't know about it? Cause they come get them all the time.
Ooh, giving out the
They ain't going to
tea.
Kendra.
All right,
Girl,
we got Jasmine Houston, 31. What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius,
Do you have any kids?
no.
No kids. So we have Jasmine Houston, Aquarius 31, no kids, works as an EKG technician and also a sex toy at night. Have you ever been married?
No.
No, never married. All right, boo, let's do it. What kind of man you looking for?
Well, I like somebody tall because I'm 5'9", so
They always want someone tall. Always. They're always looking for the same man.
I'll say 5'9" and up. I'll even do 5'8". If he 5'7" and he 5'8" in his shoes, he could go too.
If he's 5'8", but with
So that means he always has always has to have his shoes on. I'm guessing, even when they're at home, he has to have his shoes on as long as he's either the same height as her or taller.
wait 5'7",
Yeah,
but
if he
five
like
eight with
5'8"
shoes.
in his shoes, he could go too.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I want a man that's like that still believes in chivalry because I like to be took out on dates and courted. Um, let's see. Mm, somebody funny, somebody I can laugh with because I like to joke around a lot and I like to laugh a lot. And I think that'll be it. I
He
don't have a
seems
lot of
sweet.
requirements.
He seems sweeter
Uh-huh.
than most of the women that come on here. She actually seems like a genuinely kind, sweet girl, woman.
Um, should he? What are your deal breakers?
Um, somebody that cannot make time for you, or someone that
That
can't
kid, what? Say it again, babe.
make time. If he can't make time, if he has no time, like he's so busy, or his communication sucks.
But how much time is he gonna have when he works and you work two jobs? So how are you both gonna make that time? You can't just leave it up to him to make that time, right? It has to be both of you. So if you're working two jobs, you're gonna make it hard for him for his during his downtime. You might not have that downtime, so you can't just leave it up to the guy to try to see each other, make time for you. You have to make time for each other.
These are deal breakers.
Okay. Um, should he look a certain way?
Tall,
I
dark, and
like him tall,
handsome.
dark, and handsome, but I'm open. I've dated a Pakistan man before, so you
Well, I
know.
got a lot of them on.
You can't say a preference. Tall, dark, and handsome. Those are exact qualities. And then say, but I'm not picky, or whatever she said. Or it doesn't matter. Something. She said something. But obviously, it does matter if you just stated the exact type of man that you want. Right? She's
The guys
open.
that be trying to battle me.
I don't want no more. I'm done.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
No. Long as he can take care of himself. He just need to be up on his stuff. Like he need to have his own place and car and everything. But outside of that, no, he don't have to make a certain amount.
Okay.
That's unlike most of the women that come on this show. So good on her. Right on.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay, let me sit this somewhere. Okay, let's see. Maybe lower.
They have such a hard time setting up the phone all the time.
Right there. I'm sorry, Kendra. I knew this part.
Kendra's not even paying attention. That's okay. Kendra's not even paying attention. But I don't want to be hard on Kendra. Okay, so let's move on.
Okay, okay, girl.
Oh, girl. Okay. Excuse me. I don't mean to pause it all the time, but she seems like a very sweet girl all around so far. But unfortunately, she should work on her weight because a lot of men are visual, just like women are wanting to have a tall, dark, and handsome, where they have certain types of guys they want that are physically attractive to them. Men are going to want that too. They're even more into the looks part. That's just how men are. So if you're going to expect something from him, what can he expect from you? You may be a kind girl, but physically you might have a hard time finding a man that's going to be genuine and authentic with you. I think you should start working on yourself and getting yourself in a better shape. And it's healthier too. You'll live longer.
Okay. So, Jasmine, when was your last relationship?
Like 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 4 months ago.
4 months ago. Okay.
Nothing wrong with
3
that. She's
flaws
an
you have to
adult.
work on.
I think I procrastinate sometimes. I would like to stop procrastinating. Um, I'm all I'm
Being
already working
self-aware.
on thinking everything is sketchy. I'm always thinking somebody lying, so I'm trying to stop thinking like that. And I would say,
If she starts working on her weight, I think she'll start feeling better about herself, and she probably won't always think the guy that she's with is lying or doing something, because it's probably just coming from low self-esteem. In my opinion, it doesn't mean for sure that's where it comes from, but if she starts to feel better about herself, she probably won't be always thinking the man is doing something or the people around her are doing something against her.
hmm, I don't know, Kendra. What's the third
You named
flaw?
two, and that was good.
Wait, what were the two you gave?
The first one
Kendra, Kendra, I think she be spacing out sometimes. She just said.
was procrastination. The second one was stop thinking somebody lying all the time. And because men be like the boy who cried wolf. I don't be believing nothing. So
But you said you be thinking they're lying all the time, and then you said the men are like the boy who cried wolf. So are they lying, or are you just thinking that they're lying all the time? Have you had experiences with guys that are lying all the time, or you thinking that they're doing something against you?
let's see. I I don't know what the third flaw be.
Think hard. Think hard.
Okay. um, I would say my
Kendra.
listening skills probably because I listen, but I think that
Kendra,
I
can't.
be thinking I'm right all the time. So yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
Kendra,
always
that's
right.
not
I think I need to work on
nice.
that.
Look at the look on Kendra's face right now. She's kind of like, oh.
What?
Those are three we going with.
What's wrong with them? I think I think they good.
You
Oh,
gonna
that
watch
poor
this video
girl.
back, and they gonna say something else.
They gonna say I need to get in the gym. I'm already working on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Kendra,
already
that was
working on
so
a
rude.
healthier
Why do that?
lifestyle, and that's true though. It's true. I wouldn't be offended.
Okay. We'll keep it going. Okay, I have never interrupted an interview in my lifetime since I've been hosting my show. But I want to take a moment because I know there's going to be a lot of women that will say I was fat shaming Jasmine.
I'm not the type of person that believes in fat shaming. That's not why I have an issue with how Kendra. It was an issue how she went about pointing that out when it wasn't really necessary. It wasn't for her to point that out in such a harsh way. I don't know.
During the flaws question. Before I give a response to that, I want you to watch a video in which I treated a man the same way.
So she's basically saying, "Oh yeah, I fat shamed this woman, but I fat shame men too." She didn't say, "Oh, I wasn't trying to fat shame her. Oh, I was just trying to help her realize a flaw," or I don't know. She could have said anything, but she didn't admit that she wasn't fat shaming. She just said, "But I did it. I fat shamed a man too." That's concerning. And that's only because she got backlash from the women in her comments.
Take a look. Should she look a certain way?
Well, I work out. I'm
You do
not
what?
super fit. I work out. I'm not physically super 100%, like in that that super chisel frame, but I really don't want something that's super, super heavy. I just don't like super heavy because I can't lift you up. If I can't lift you up, I'm not really making your day. Yeah, Kendra, I don't want something I can't lift up. I mean, for real.
See,
I'm
even right
cheating them
here,
out
it
of a
wasn't,
good time.
I don't think it was
At
really
least
up
be
to
about
her to be so harsh
175
about it.
or lower.
People are going to see the
Then we can have a good time.
hypocrisy of these
Is
people.
that too much to
Just
ask for?
let them say what they want to say,
So weigh as
and
much as
let
one
the
of your
people,
arms.
excuse me, let the people watching see the hypocrisy in it. She shouldn't take such a bold position in pointing these things out, is what I'm saying. But hey, it's flaw's a flaw.
No, I mean 175 isn't really. That's not too big. Let's do the Kendra cam.
Oh, okay. Now, that video has gone viral. On my platforms alone, it has garnered more than 2 million views. A lot of women are in
So
the comment
what?
sections laughing, calling it the audacity. So I just wanted to put this video in here because before.
Yeah, it is true that people in the comments section do like to hold certain things against one sex and not the other. So women can do this, but the men can't. The women can do that, but the men can't. It's not equal. It's not equal at all. So I do agree with the fact that on this she got slack from women saying that she's calling a woman out, but when she called a man out, no one cared. So this part I do agree with Kendra. The hypocrisy in it, yes. It's not fair. And the women, if they're gonna hold other women, other men accountable, they have to hold their fellow women accountable too.
You start claiming fat shaming when we talk about weight with women, I wanted to show how
That I
it is
agree with
perceived
her.
differently
when we talk about weight with men. Either way, I love Jasmine, but Jasmine is not trying to date me. She is trying to date a man, and all I'm trying to do is give you the insight of what the guy that you may want will say.
But that's not up to you. That wasn't up to you. And when other women are on the show acting all crazy and there's certain flaws, like women coming there cursing up a storm and everything, do you always tell them that men might not want a woman that has a dirty mouth? I mean, this is just an example, but whatever.
But right now, let's get back to our interview
Let's.
with Jasmine.
Let's.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Mm, I'm a sweet girl. I think he'll be lucky to be with me because I'm nice. I'm a good time. I'm a
He seems
vibe.
nice.
I like to laugh all the time. I'm family oriented. I'm close to my family. I would hope he's close to his. If not, I'm not judging. Um,
Other than her weight being an issue, I think she's too good for this show. I think she can genuinely um, find somebody and naturally find somebody that will like her and not have she didn't have to come on this show because I think she'd have a better chance out there in the real world, especially if she works on herself physically.
let's see. Yeah, I think I'm a peaceful person. When it comes to a relationship, I try to avoid drama.
Okay. Okay. Could a guy have kids?
Yeah, maybe one or two,
One or two?
or one maybe mama, two kids.
Okay. Do you want kids?
I like one.
One. Should he be in
What can you
Houston?
wait, girl?
He don't have to be. Now, if he gonna fly, if he's willing to travel, then it's cool.
That I don't understand. If you're trying to find a man, be in a relationship with someone, why wouldn't you want them to be in the same city as you? Are you guys gonna have find time to travel to each other, to take time off? It's gonna take money. You guys aren't gonna see each other that much. Just you already, you already am thinking that men are lying. So if he's in a different city state, how's that gonna work? That's just gonna make things worse. Why do these women feel okay with having a man that's in another state? Is it because it's just a money thing? And as long as he sends you money, or like what is it? It makes no sense. Are you that desperate that you feel like you have to have somebody even if he's far, far away, than have no one at all? Like I don't understand that. I'm gonna want my man in the same city, at least.
Okay. 31. What's the age range you want to date?
Hmm, from like 29 to 60,
Say again.
29 to 60.
Sugar
You
daddy?
go all the way to 60?
I would go
Never.
to 60. I dated a man that was like 63 one time.
Oh, how old? Wait, you're 31. How old were you at the time? How old was you at the time?
Like 28.
28.
We
20.
was just dating. We weren't in an official relationship. We just went on like a few dates, and he was busy, truck driver.
Okay. Okay. So let's do it. Jasmine Houston, never married, never married. 31 Aquarius. Um, she's an EKG.
EC.
ECG, but it's
Oh,
like the
EC.
same.
Kendra, didn't you write this down at the beginning? She be acting like she's writing stuff down. I tell you, she checks out. After she asks a question, I think sometimes she checks out. She thinks about her bills that she got to pay. She's thinking about her wardrobe for the next day. I'm telling you, I think Kendra sometimes checks out. And that's why she has to come back and say, "What was your name again?" Or "What was your job again?" Or "What did you just say again?"
ECG technician. Also, she's currently at her other job, child.
Oh, she remembers that one.
Dildos and roses
Roses, pills,
and
stimulants.
peels in the background. All right. And then, okay, are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
You know what, Kendra? I can't even get no apps on my phone right now. I did
He
have
said,
it.
"You
I
know
could
what,
get it
Kendra?
back on my
You know
Why
what? I
can't you get
can't
any apps on your
even."
phone?
I owe Apple, and I don't want to pay. I'm trying to avoid paying them. So
Kendra, pay her Apple bill for her. Okay. You got money. You pay like $83,000 worth of bills every month. Give her some money so she can get on your app.
I don't know why. I'm just go ahead and pay them. I'm just get the app But I did create a profile. It should be Royal Beauty.
How y'all owe Apple
Birdie?
money? I'm so confused.
You've heard people
I
say
didn't
that
know that
before.
was
You
a
should have
thing that
researched
you
it
could
so you
owe
knew
Apple
next time
money.
when they say that what
Okay,
it
what's
means.
your name on the profile?
It should be Royal Beauty.
Birdie?
I did
Royal
create a
Beauty?
profile. When you first,
Beauty?
I got it. I got the app. I was like, okay, Kendra did an app. And Kendra, I'm so proud of you. I've been watching you from the beginning. Like I was one of like the first Kendra cousins when you first started. I've been in the comments. And it just grew. It grew, and then you grew. And I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
After her just pointing out your quote unquote flaw, you're gonna come back and say all those kind of things to her. I would have been bitter if she would have pointed that out without pointing it out the way she did it. I would have been so bitter. But she's complimenting her and everything. Trying to make Kendra's head bigger, huh?
I
And
appreciate you.
you're so beautiful. I think you're just one of the prettiest black women that I've seen.
I received that. Thank you so much.
I received that. And on to the next. Are you gonna say something nice about her, maybe? I mean, give her a compliment back. When people compliment me, I don't usually go, I received that. But I guess you can. I will never do that, but
Honey. Been
You're
a lot of
welcome.
hard work. It's been a lot of hard work, but I appreciate it so much. Now let's see if I can find you on the app. You said
It
Royal.
should be under Royal Beauty.
Is it?
I,
Are you saying beauty?
yeah, Beauty.
Is it two words or one word?
2 words.
You avoid drama in relationships, but your biggest flaw is always accusing someone of lying. That's the definition of drama.
No, I don't accuse them. I don't say it to them, but I be thinking it. I be thinking it though. I do. I be thinking somebody lying about something, but I don't say it
Right.
to them.
You
okay,
don't
you know
say it.
what? Fair enough, because most people in relationships are always thinking somebody's doing something wrong. And sadly, a lot of times someone is. So we just live in that type of world. But again, I really think if she starts working on herself and she'll get her self confidence up, she probably won't. She'll probably one pick the right person, especially if she's not on this app. She can find somebody, authentically in real life. Find somebody who will actually appreciate her and like her genuinely, and she'll feel better about herself, so she won't always suspect that that person is doing wrong by her. She'll feel good about herself. She'll feel confident. So I think her self-confidence or lack thereof is what makes her always think someone's lying. So my opinion.
To them.
Mm-mm. I
Okay.
don't be wanting them to think I'm crazy and stuff, because sometimes I be wrong.
All right. Igniso, I'm short, light, and a little ugly, but I'm working on it. Would you take me?
Okay. I mean, that was a sweet little thing you said, but he's short, light, and a little ugly. How can he work on any of those? You're short, you can't work on that. You're short, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with being short, but I'm saying, what are you working on when it comes to your height? You're light. What are you going out and getting a deeper tan? Are you in the sun more? Like, and what's wrong with being light? And then you're a little ugly. Well, I wouldn't say you're a little ugly. I don't, I don't know what you look like, but that's irrelevant. I'm just saying, like, what are you doing? Are you like changing your haircut, or are you getting different clothes to make yourself look better? Like, what are you doing? Those are three things that you're naturally kind of born being. So, what are you working on? But it's still it's a sweet comment, and I'm sure it made her feel good. So,
Yes, I like their personality. I like their sense of humor. So yeah.
Okay. Igniso,
decent
I
sense
don't
of
know if
humor,
you're
yeah.
on the app or not. I'm Miss Child 205. No disrespect, man, but men that are usually tall, dark, and handsome prefer slimmer women. How do you fit their preference?
They gotta like me. I mean, they do like me. My exes is tall, dark, and handsome.
You never know what could happen, what you can attract in real life out there. When you're on this app, more than likely she's not going to be attracting this type of man. So I think it's possible a dark, tall, dark, and handsome, slimmer guy. She didn't even say slimmer. She just said tall, dark, and handsome. Um, I think it's possible that one can like her. You never know. But her best bet is to get off this app and to make yourself feel better. Like work on yourself physically, but make yourself feel better emotionally and mentally. So you can attract the type of men that you want.
Her exes are, what happened to them then?
Uh, you know, well, my first like real relationship, he was honestly the
Sorry, one more thing. We're not talking about tall, dark, and handsome who makes six figures. She didn't say anything about that. So the tall, dark, and handsome man that makes six figures, yeah, he's gonna be the way, way more difficult to get a hold of. But she just said tall, dark, and handsome. There's a lot of tall, dark, and handsome guys. So maybe some of them like thicker girls, or maybe they'll like her personality enough and help her work on her weight or something. You never know. How do you fit their preferences? You don't know what their preferences are. Maybe she is one of their preferences.
him. He was kind of he wasn't on. We were young. We were kind of young. I wouldn't just downplay him, but he just wasn't. He didn't want to work and stuff. He didn't want to do. He just was like a game freak. He wanted to play the game and stuff. But I hear he's doing better now. I don't know. My past relationship, he was tall, dark, and handsome, but he was working literally all the time. I can get somebody working, but he literally had like no time. He wanted me to accept him having no time in the communication stuff. I can see you having the time, not having the time, but you gotta communicate.
How can you communicate when he's working all the time? You got to stop and get on his phone. I don't know. I'm just saying that it is important to have communication. It is important to be with somebody or find somebody who can make time for you. But it has you guys. There has to be an equal give and take. If you're working two jobs, I don't understand how you can give any equal give and take to him to help him make it easier for him to make time for you. But you have to make time for him too. So don't put it all on the guy to make it everything happen.
So
Okay. Okay. So you had that man before.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, listen, girl, pay your Apple bill, child.
Pay for her,
I'm about
Kendra.
to do it right now, Kendra. I'm about to get the app because
All
I
right,
should have
honey.
came prepared anyway. Since I already know we gotta have the app.
You already know how it's gonna go, girl. Well, go back to them dildos, girl.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna call it a quits here. I am all in all, I think that she was actually a very sweet girl. Um, Unlike most of the women that come on here, we don't see this a lot, to be honest with you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you join me again next time for another Kendra G reacts, or maybe even pop the balloon. All right, take care, guys. Bye.